Speaking of events, tonight it's going to be Friday Afternoon Live, as per usual. It's our weekend kickoff. We do it every Friday out at Soulshine Pizza in Midtown. Adam will be your host between 5 and 7 o'clock, giving away all kinds of concert tickets and Lightning 100 swag, having some fun with everyone out there. And then just after 7 o'clock, we'll have a free all-ages set by our local artist of the week, who we welcome into the 1RPM studio right now. Welcome, Joe Gilder.
Thanks so much. Glad to be here.
Good to have you here, man.
You seem comfortable around microphones. Why would that be?
Well, I talk into one a lot.
Okay.
A lot.
I knew there was a reason. Joe Gilder, so really excited about tonight. You and the boys going to be playing live at Soulshine Pizza Factory just after 7 o'clock. We've been spinning your tune, Lies, in heavy rotation this week. Want to ask you, as a songwriter, and we're here in Nashville, and a lot of our audience writes tunes themselves, where did Lies come from?
Voices in my head.
I see. You indulge
More or
them.
less. I think, especially being a musician, like, you hear lots of voices.
Mm-hmm.
You're a piece of junk, your stuff's no good. And there's all sorts of things, and some of them are good lies, some of them not so much. So it's kind of about that. I need to stop listening to them quite so much.
That's
Right.
cool. All right. Man, I'm glad that you explained that. So, I do think that's a really good point that you're making right now, that to me, there's a part of the brain that is always, during any creative endeavor, immediately when you get an idea, there's a part of the brain that's just like, don't do that, that's stupid, you're being an idiot, like, this is the worst idea ever. And if you can turn that off, then you can make something. Do you fight that as well? Is that a real thing? Okay.
Absolutely. I started a song once about a turtle, and the brain was going nuts saying, please don't write this. And it turns out it ended up being a cool song. It needed some work, but yeah, it came out.
Well, Sturgill Simpson wrote an amazing song about turtles.
Turtles all the way down. That's right.
Right. So there is something there. So, Joe, we'll talk to you more here in just a little bit. I did want to say, so obviously you run a website called Home Studio Corner, and it's something that's helped me personally a lot. Some of the songs that my band, The Future, have done that have been played on the radio, I mixed myself, which was really fun, but also a nightmare. And thanks to you for all of your hard work making tutorials to help folks like me. Why is that important to you?
Well, I think so many people can get into home recording. It's affordable, it's accessible, and you can do a lot of good things. You can also do a lot of bad things.
Oh, yeah.
And make
I have.
really bad recordings.
That's why you haven't heard anything that I've recorded at home on the radio. That's why.
You haven't played it for me either.
So it kind of to fill the gap a little bit of folks who maybe aren't going to go do a degree, but they realize their stuff sounds awful and they'd like to make it sound less awful. Enter Joe Gilder.
That's great, man. So it's really cool to me to see that you are still, even as that's obviously a huge part of your life, you're still making time, making it a priority to make your own music. Case in point, the tune Lies. Would you mind gracing us with a performance of that?
Sure.
All right, here we go. Joe Gilder live in the 1RPM studio with Lies.
I need to stop listening to voices in my head, but they're on to something. Yeah, they're on to something. I need to stop hanging on to every word they've said, but they're on to something. Yeah, they're on to something. Oh, they're lies. They're not something to believe in, but they're beautiful. I need to find a ceiling. I need to be content. I'm on something. Yeah, I'm on something. And when I face this feeling, the longing won't relent. I'm on something. Yeah, I'm on something. Oh, they're lies. They're not something to believe in, but they're beautiful. But they're lies. They'll destroy me from within, but they're beautiful. in front of me. I know that it will set me free. There's a truth in front of me. I know that it will set me free. Set me free from the lies. They're not something to believe in, but they're beautiful, but they're lies. They'll destroy me from within. Oh, but they're beautiful, but they're beautiful, but they're beautiful.
Lightning 100 local artist of the week, Joe Gilder, live here in the 1RPM studio, sounding fantastic, man.
Thanks.
And did you want to introduce the young lady that was singing with you? As good as you are, Joe, there's no way that you could have been making both of those
cannot
sounds.
do that. That
even
is
through the
my
magic of radio. So
This is Frankie Barenko. She'll be singing with me tonight. Also a fabulous singer, artist, songwriter. Watch out.
yeah,
Frankie
sounds great.
Barenko. Are you? Do you want to talk into the microphone or no?
Sure.
She said from 6 feet away. I'm going to take that as a maybe.
Okay, I guess so.
No, you guys sounded great together. Oh, goodness. So you write your own songs too?
I do,
All
yeah.
right. Very good. You know, I think you might get booted out of Nashville if you've never written a tune before.
Yeah, right.
Or at least tried. Oh, man. Speaking of songwriting, Joe, where does a song normally start for you? Are you a lyrics first guy? Are you a melody first? Chords first? Where are we going?
I'm a riff guy or a chord progression guy. If I'm bored with it, it's never going anywhere. So I
Yep.
just keep doodling until something interesting happens and then kind of piece it together from there.
What's
Okay.
the moment like for you, the sort of that instant you realize, oh, hey, this is a song. I have something here. What is that moment like?
When I get the part that I'm not bored with on
Yeah.
guitar and then a lyric that I don't hate, they come together to make something beautiful.
Some real talk here from Joe Gilder.
Get rid of that fear and self-loathing, and then it was like, hey, I might have something here.
I
the
mean,
recipe.
I think all artists walk a real fine line of being incredibly overconfident and then thinking you are literally the worst at your trade of anyone ever, right?
Yes.
And I think like all of us, and this is something that I really try to impart here on the morning show, like be encouraged. Look at yourself the way maybe your friends and family do, and less the way that your brain is trying to trick you, which is kind of what Liza's about, it sounds like.
Yeah.
So that's very cool. So you like to do these sort of songwriting challenges. Can you tell us about like maybe the last one you did?
Yeah, I like to do things that make me super uncomfortable. A couple years ago, I wanted to do a new album, wanted to do all originals, and I thought, I got this idea of the 80-20 rule in my head where, so I did the math. Said, well, if I want 10 good songs, I've got to write 50. So I set a challenge to write 50 songs in like a 12-week period. So it was, if started off well, got lazy, had 2 weeks to go, and had needed to write 27 songs.
Oh,
So I did, and as you know, as it turns out, 8 of the songs on my most recent full-length album came from that last 2 week. That was when the Stupid Turtle song came out. I was like, well, I can't throw any ideas out the window because I got to write 4 more today. So
Right?
turns
So
out,
it kind of ended with like an artistic flourish then, right?
You just any idea? Hey, look, turtle, great, let's do it.
Nice.
did you end up like writing about just a thing in your immediate field of vision, like PreSonus Mixer? Is that a song?
Lamp. Yes.
I love it. It's just so fun because, like, obviously in Nashville, we can use a sort of vernacular that maybe you couldn't use in another city and be a little inside baseball, and it's totally cool because I think our listeners get it. So, do you feel like all albums are kind of a reaction to the previous, and did that affect this new thing you're working on?
Not really for me. It's
Yeah.
just it's more like my latest EP that these 2 songs we're playing today came from was more just I really just feel like rocking out. Would that be okay if I just grab a guitar and rock? Would that
Yeah.
Is that okay? So that
I'm on
was,
board with this idea.
So the previous was very thoughtful, introspective, and that's good too. But I was like, man, I just want to just love
rock.
it, just turn it up and rock. And so
Yeah, man.
it's very self-indulgent. Just, I got to do this thing.
Hey, no, I think that's great. In Nashville, you have a wonderful chance to see Joe Gilder and friends rocking tonight at Soulshine Pizza Factory. Gonna hit the stage just after 7 o'clock. o'clock, playing all ages. It is free. The pizza out there is phenomenal. There's going to be drink specials. It'll be an awesome night. Trust me. And right now, if you got time, Joe, you care to play us another tune?
Certainly.
All right. It's Joe Gilder with Mission, live from the 1 RPM studio at Lightning 100.
Doing this same old thing, always wondering, hey, what's in it for me? What's in it for me? Gotta know what's the ROI, gotta know if it's worth my time. Who my time? Always looking over my shoulder, always looking up that ladder, never see what's right in front of me. I got so much more to give than I could ever take. I got a mission, and I got so much life to live, and not just for my sake. I got a mission, I got a mission. They tell us it's a zero-sum game. If I want it, then I've got to take it away. Take it away. But the truth was always the same. If I want it, then I've got to give it away. Hey, give it away. Always looking over my shoulder, always looking up that ladder, never see what's right in front of me. Yeah. I got so much more to give than I could ever take. I got a mission, and I got so much life to live, and not just for my sake. I got a mission, I got a mission. Looking over my shoulder, always looking up that ladder, never see what's right in front of me. I got so much more to give than I could ever take. I got a mission, and I got so much life to live, and not just for my sake. I got a mission, I got a mission, I got a mission, I got a mission.
That's Joe Gilder live in the 1 RPM studio here at Lightning 100. That tune called Mission. Can expect to hear that and more tonight. Soulshine Pizza Factory. Joe's going to hit the stage just after 7 o'clock. I'll be out there from 5 until 7 playing games, giving away concert tickets. I've got some amazing tickets tonight as well. I'm talking Festivus with Third Eye Blind. I'm talking Jim James, actually. So it's going to be a great, great night, and it looks like the weather's going to play ball as well. So, Joe, thank you so much for gracing us with some tunes this morning.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And if you've got time, it's a little lightning round action where I ask 5 questions. They're totally random. The key here, don't think, just answer.
I can do that.
That away, buddy. All right, here we go. He said ruefully. All right, where's my list of questions? Oh, here it is. All right. If you could exist within the reality of any movie of all time, what movie is it?
Interstellar.
Whoa, cool answer. I think that's a first on Interstellar,
Yes.
and I can sign off on that.
Murph.
Yep.
Sorry.
We could all be in there. All right, cool. If you could be in any band ever, what band is it?
Foo Fighters.
Aha!
Nice.
Yeah, I heard
Good
a little
answer.
monkey wrench in Lies, actually.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
and I mean that as obviously as a compliment. I think you take it as such, as well you should.
Rip off.
Nope.
I mean, compliment. Thank you.
That's what I mean. All right, say you could plug into the Matrix and in 30 seconds learn a brand new skill you don't currently have. What skill is it?
I'd love to be a sick harmonica player.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Man, I think with harmonica, you could just buy one and do it.
Well, then you just go to a show and your whole rig's in your pocket.
Oh, I do like that idea.
pretty epic.
Toting around amps it's for the birds.
Yeah,
All right. How about this? How about this one? First album you ever obsessed over? You couldn't handle how much you loved it. You may have been a kid.
Oh, let's go with Jim Croce Greatest Hits.
Whoa, all right.
Solid.
I like this. That's a good answer. All right, last one, and then you're off the hook, Joe Gilder. If I open up your fridge at home, what are the first things I see?
Milk
Ooh.
and beer.
You're working on a
In
new
that
mixed
order?
drink. huh?
Maybe a box of baking soda in the back, right?
It's possible.
That sounds better than my fridge. Well, thank you so much, Joe Gilder, for jumping on air with us. Nashville, come hang with us at Soulshine Pizza Factory tonight. Joe's going to hit the stage just after 7, play those songs and more.
That's right. Thanks for joining us, Joe.
Yes.
Great to have you here. And make sure you head out to Soulshine Pizza in Midtown for Friday Afternoon Live. Going to take a quick break. When we come back after this break, new music from the Pixies on the way here. Stay tuned to Lightning in the Morning.